that process. But sir, is it valid, sir? Because how it is valid, sir? What is the reliability and validity about that kind of preparation? It is my question, sir.
No, the item construction related to which area?
So they are given different topics. Like all the student, every individual student need to be prepared. Like perceptual errors, like emotions, achievement motivations. They have to prepare one item and also they like share with the other faculties also for cross check.
Yeah, that is the CBI index.
So that
Yeah,
is advisable, sir. That is we can
yeah.
administer. Okay.
So, yeah, in
Okay.
this way, CBI index is possible.
What do you mean CBI index, sir?
CBI index basically, one second, I cannot remember the name just
Okay.
now. I have to
Okay, sir.
find
Okay,
out.
sir.
But
Okay,
this is
okay.
basically the CBI index.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Sure. How many people or how many judges accepted that whatever
Okay.
you have written and that
Okay.
is correct with respect to the definition out
Okay,
of
sir.
what? So that is the proportion. So
Okay,
that is
sir.
the index.
Got it, sir. Thank you, sir.
You can go to the Google and you can write down CBI index. Then you will find out the CBI index. Just now I
Okay, sir.
cannot remember.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Hmm. Okay, Phada, now you
So,
share.
yes, sir. So you have to make me host, sir.
Hmm. Now you are the host. Please share the screen.
Yes, sir. So I'm sharing the Google Classroom.
Oh, Google Classroom. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So Kavita, please read it.
The man-Whitney U test can tell us whether two unrelated groups of participants are significantly different on a particular variable, without assuming that the variable is normally distributed or that the variations of the two groups are equal. It is often used in psychological research to compare groups on measures such as anxiety, depression, or personality traits.
Okay, now one sec. Here, keep in mind that the two groups will be there and these two groups will be unrelated. So they are not the paired observation. Okay, the two groups will be unrelated.
Sir,
For
we can say
example,
independent, sir.
yeah, that is there. They must be independent in nature.
We observe independently, sir.
Yes, observe independently. For example, male, female, not the same individual repeatedly. Okay, it is just like independent t-test.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
For example, what we are discussing with Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa is doing research on AI, application of AI in marketing. Okay, so I want to find out that is whether application of AI in marketing is affected by the socioeconomic status or not. Okay,
Yes, sir.
then I can select the two categories of people who are lower group and who are the middle income group, or who are the high income group, or who are the middle income group. Okay, then I can compare. So that is the independent t-test. Keep in mind that two groups will be there, not more than two groups.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now next.
Suppose we have data from two groups of participants. A younger group n is equal to 25 and an older group age n is equal to 25. Each participant completed a measure of social anxiety and the data is stored in two vectors called younger and older. Now
Okay. It is clear now. Indeed, this is clear.
Yes,
The
sir.
two groups are there, younger and older. So they are the independent.
Now we want to compare the distribution of score on a measure of social anxiety between two groups of participants who differ in age by using Man-Whitney U-test to see whether the age is factor in the level of social anxiety or not.
Correct. Now the art studio. Art script is there. So here you can find out younger group and there is some score. Older group also score is there. Okay. And result is the vector equal to Wilcox dot test. So when you want to do the Man-Whitney U-test, then your function is the Wilcox dot test. Bracket younger, comma, older. And comma exact equal to false. Then result. After that, when you click the result, then you will get the data. So here you can find out the two groups are there, younger group and older group, and their social anxiety differs. And this difference is significant. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, you have to compare. That is, you will calculate the mean of the younger group. Another one is the older group. Now here you can find out application of Man-Whitney U-test in applied psychometrics.
Number one, comparing pre-post intervention scores. Use the Man-Whitney U-test to compare the scores of participants before and after an intervention, such as a training program or therapy. Number two, evaluating the effectiveness of a new assessment tool. Compare the score of a new assessment tool with an existing one to determine if there are significant differences. Number three, investigating the impact of demographic variables. Examine the effect of demographic variables such as gender, age, ethnicity on the test scores or responses. Number four, validating a new measure. Use Man with
One sec, Kavita, one sec. Achha, here you can find out comparing pre-post intervention score.
Yes, sir.
We are telling that it will not be the same individual.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then how can we compare? It is written pre-post intervention score. Use the man-Whitney U test after an intervention such as a training program or therapy. The two groups will be independent. How do you design the independent group?
Sir, two group pre-test, pre-post test, one control group and one experimental group.
Very good. Now it is clear. Okay, if you say that is same group will be tested twice, no, because here it is the two groups must be independent. So one will be the control group, another will be the experimental group. So can you give any example?
Sir, psychotherapy for remove of depression. One group, control group, we only do not give any psychotherapy, and experimental group we provide psychotherapy. Before with that we take pre-test from the both groups, then we provide intervention of the experimental group, then after we take post-test from both groups.
But you have to assign some pseudo activity to the control group. No?
Yes, sir.
That should not be related to the psychotherapy, but it should be the pseudo activity.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, it is needed for ethical purpose. Now, we do not give any treatment to the control group. It is acceptable.
No, you have to, because otherwise, how do you know that is they are the control group?
Oh, okay. And that placebo is needed, sir.
Yeah, some placebo, some pseudo activity. For example, you come and you find out how many A are there in the newspaper. You find out and you just cross. Some pseudo activity. How many A's are there? So you will find many A's, and then you come here and you cross it. So that is the pseudo activity. But keep in mind that whatever the activity, that should not be related to your psychotherapy.
Yes, sir.
Mona Lisa, it is clear.
Sir, pseudo activity not clear, sir.
Pseudo activity means which is not related to the activities that assign to the experimental group.
Okay.
Okay, so that is the pseudo. Shiv Kumar, clear?
Sir, one thing like you told, how is going to affect that pseudo activity if we are comparing that experimental group is what we are going to assign the therapy. Then we want to see the difference. So how it is help in this pseudo activity? How it is going to comes in the picture?
No. We want to compare. That is whether the experimental group and control group, their depression level changes or not, or social anxiety level changes or not.
Okay. Yes, sir, I
So
got it.
that is your purpose.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Another thing, Kavita, number
Yes, sir.
2.
Evaluating the effectiveness of a new assessment tool. Compare the scores of a new assessment tool with an existing one to determine if there are significant difference.
So what is the meaning?
Sir, there are so many standardized scale in the psychiatric, such as depression measure. Previously, now the trend is changed. This type of assessment should done.
Yeah, just now Shiv Kumar has told, na? That is, they are asked to create some of the items measuring achievement motivation.
Yes, sir.
So they will create the items measuring achievement motivation. Maybe they have created 20 items and there are the standard test achievement motivation is there. Okay. So both tests were administered. That is newly designed test by the students and the standardized test. Both tests were administered. After that, you are comparing.
Sir, it is predictive validity, sir. We can say that it is related to predictive validity.
This is not predictive validity. This is the concurrent validity.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Hmm.
in this context, I want to say there are so many standardized tools are present in different domain. But which tool is more important in my context? Which point do I remember, sir?
Yeah, that depends upon your sample description, for example, age, education level, etc. Many tests were already standardized based upon the age group. Okay. For example, cattle 16 PF, that test is applicable for the adult, but HSPQ, that is applicable for the adolescent. Okay.
Yes, sir.
For example, CPQ, Children Personality Questionnaire, and another one is the EPQ. EPQ is Eysenck Personality Questionnaire. EPQ is applicable for the adult group, but CPQ is applicable for the children. Okay, another thing, you have to find out the reliability and the validity. For example, there are some constructs, okay, that is expected to vary over the period.
Yes, sir.
So you have to find out that type of questionnaire because you want to examine the variation over the period. For example, you are interested to assess the anxiety level. before and after the examination. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then you can use the state anxiety inventory by Spielberger. Not the trait anxiety inventory. So, because trait anxiety, that is relatively stable, but state anxiety is not stable. It varies over time.
Sir,
Okay.
where we use trait anxiety, sir? Trait.
Trait anxiety means when you want to study relatively stable. For example, the patients who are coming to the hospital with anxiety disorder, you can administer the trait anxiety scale. Okay. Not the state anxiety. But if you want to know that is the effect of psychotherapy on the change in anxiety level, then you can use the state anxiety inventory. This is clear.
Yes, sir. If we want to see the anxiety of Bangladesh nowadays, the people, then we use the state anxiety.
Correct. State anxiety. Because it is situation specific. But trait anxiety is very much related to the personality disposition. And it is relatively stable. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what is the next one? Number 3.
3. Investigating the impact of demographic variables. Examine the effect of demographic variables such as gender, age, ethnicity on the test scores or responses.
Yeah. So you are trying to find out that is whether demographic variables have any effect on the test score or not. Then you can take the data from 2 different demographic groups. Okay. And you can compare the test score of the 2 groups. Can you give any example?
Sir, sir, actually, I am have a question. I think it is maybe relevant to that, related to my project. Right now, I am selecting my sample, geographical area, like Bangalore University. Okay, so my sample is confined to Bangalore University, and also for environmental student, those who are environmental science. Suppose if I change my sample to science students, so will it affect my results, sir?
I cannot follow. What happened? How many sample?
Sir, I'm right now my sample geographical area, like what I selected, 100 sample for non-science student, like means humanity student, and 100 for the environmental science. I am specifically taking plan to collect the data for pro-environmental behavior.
Okay.
So then my question is, if I shift, suppose I am not going to take data for exactly for environmental students. I just want to shift it from science students, physics, chemistry things. So will it affect the demography and the result also?
No, it is not the demography. If you want to some population characteristics, that will be the demography. So science
my-
student and environment science and other, this is not the demography, because this is not the population characteristics. Population means age, educational level, socioeconomic status, marital status, family type.
So in case I have found that some research paper, they are giving like in the sample collection, they are mentioning that we are using 50 science students and some 50 students from different subjects. They are also mentioning like that. So what is it, sir, then?
So they are studying the impact of discipline on the test score.
Okay, sir.
So it is not the demographic. Usually the population characteristics are called the demographic characteristics.
So geographical area, sometimes they mention like
Geography area, yeah, geography area, that is village, urban, that is also demography.
the limited to, because they're saying that this our research is limited to this location or like place, specific place.
Not necessary. You can collect from other demographic regions, so that is possible. You can collect data from semi-urban, urban, rural.
Sir, in my case, can I shift my data collection to other place also, like other university?
What's wrong?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, now is the number 4. Kavita did it.
Validating a new measure. Use man-Whitney U-test to compare the scores of new measure with an established one to validate its effectiveness.
Yeah, this is almost similar to number 3. You know? Man-Whitney U-test to compare the scores of new measure with an established one to validate. So I think we have already talked it.
Yes, sir.
This is the
Yes,
this
sir.
is
Yes, sir.
this
Same
is the
point
relation.
repeating, sir.
It is repeating. Now you go to the 5.
Detecting differential item functioning, DIF. Identify items that function differently from different groups, such as gender or ethnic groups.
Yeah, so this is called the differential item functioning. This is very, very important, specifically in US, they have noted that is the GRE test items, they differ with the Hispanic group and the non-Hispanic group. Okay. That means
Test কি স্যার?
GRE, Graduate Record Examination Test. if you can pass in this examination, then you will be awarded to visit US. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
this is a very tough test, and it has been noted that is the non-Hispanic people, they perform well in comparison with the Hispanic group. That means maybe the cognitive function of Hispanic and the non-Hispanic, they differ due to different pattern of experiences. Okay. For example, particularly in academic achievement, you will find that is in some situation, the students are trained with different charts, figures, etc. and through the project. And some students, they were trained by the demonstration or by the lecture also. Okay. And now you want to assess their ability by using some psychological test. And you will notice that the two groups, they differ. So that is called the differential item function. This is vital in case of the item statistics analysis. Next,
Sir, it is not visible, sir. Google Classroom.
hello, Farah.
Yes, sir. Sir, 1 second. I think I got it. So now it is
Maybe,
visible.
yeah, now it is
Yes,
visible.
Now
yes,
it is
sir.
visible.
Investigating the effect of context on test scores. Examine the impact of contextual factors such as testing environment, time of day on test scores.
Okay, so this is another interesting phenomena.
Yes, sir.
That is whether the test score is affected by the time of day. For example, maybe one day is holiday, okay, and you are taking examination from the student. Maybe that is the puja holiday. The students are very much prepared for celebrating the puja holiday, and you are taking examination. So maybe that is the factor for the poor performance in the examination. So you want to find out that is why the test score would vary. What are the factors? Is it clear now?
Yes, sir. Sir, in case of depression, the time factor is also important. But season.
Now give example.
That during summer season, we felt very depressed.
Summer season people depressed more.
And winter season also, and but elevated mood in spring, autumn.
Okay. Why?
Sir, don't know. In the rainy day also, we feel sometimes mood is depressed.
Yeah, you can study the effect of climate change on the psychological stress score. That is possible.
Sir, one thing, sir, what we can generally observe, the summer season can be lead to depression compared to the rainy season, sir. Rainy season is like it is a kind of therapeutic approach. Rainy season is more favorable, except disastrous or something like that. My opinion.
Yeah, if you find that is due to the rainy season, you cannot move anywhere. So you may feel little bit depression. Okay, because water logging is there and you cannot move. Then the depression will generate. People will be depressed. So effect of climate change, you can find out the depression or psychological stress score wise variation. So now you can understand that is when you can use the Mann-Whitney U test, number one. Number two, how to use the art script for assessing Mann-Whitney U test. And number three, application of Mann-Whitney U test in different areas of applied psychometrics, specifically for psychological test construction and for differential pattern of test scores due to various factors. Okay?
Yes,
Now
sir.
it is clear to all of you.
Yes, sir.
How is this class?
Sir, today class is
Sir,
very fine, sir. Everybody present, sir. Very interactive, sir.
Yeah, very much interactive.
yes, sir.
Okay, good night.
Good night, sir.
Sir,
Haran.
one question, sir. Sir,
Okay,
I have
okay.
one question, sir. Sir, did you write any
Please.
book for psychology, sir? If you want to read, sir, if you have any books written, sir.
Yeah, I have written a long back. That
sir.
is the principles of questionnaire construction.
Sir, which publisher, sir? Can I buy that?
Yeah, you can purchase for Amazon from Amazon.
Okay, sir.
Sir, I have searched, but it is not available in Amazon, sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
it's a long back. I have written the book.
Yes, sir.
That's a very good book.
Sir, any other publisher or any way, sir, to take that?
Any other book means you can use the Anastasia's book.
No, sir, I am asking yours, sir. I am asking the same book. You want to purchase, like, how it is, how to take that, sir.
You can ask my book to the Prasad Psycho Corporation.
Okay, sir. Okay. Sir, anastasis is a little bit technical word, sir. I have a book that, but the language is very little bit technical. I felt.
Then you can purchase psychological test book on by Arun Singh.
Arun Singh, sir.
Yeah.
But that also not that much, sir. Your the way of is simple, but that books are more technical, sir.
My book is very simple.
Yes, sir. I want to purchase that, sir.
So you can request to Prasad Psycho. I have given all my copyrights, etc. to Prasad Psycho.
Okay, sir. Definitely, I'll contact, sir.
I have not taken any royalty from them also.
But
I have
your
written the book and I have told
yes,
them
sir.
that is, if you are interested, you can publish, you can sell whatever the things you will enjoy. I do not want
Oh.
anything. I want to educate the students about how to construct the questionnaire.
Yes, sir. Because we found that it is in your class we found that language is very lucid and understanding manner. I have a lot of books, sir. This A thing. Another I have a 2 to 3 books for psychological testing. But
Acha.
none of them are found very easy and accessible. Although Anastasis is very good, but it gives technical aspect.
Okay, if you read it thoroughly, repeatedly, then you can easily understand.
Sure, sir.
Okay, continue this applied psychometric course, then you will learn many things.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, good night.
Good night, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Good
Take
night.
care, sir.
Thank you.
স্যার মনে হচ্ছে আপনার শরীরটা খারাপ স্যার।
জ্বর লাগছে।
হ্যাঁ স্যার। স্যার ডাক্তার একটু দেখিয়ে নেবেন, সর্দির ওয়েদার খারাপ।
রেস্ট নেবো, ঠিক হয়ে যাবো।
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
Okay, Farah, now you can close.
Yes, sir.